9 o'clock, I'm gonna go ahead and call meeting in order. Start with pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. Next is approval of today's agenda.
Motion to approve today's agenda.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is approval of minutes of 4/8/2024.
I make a motion to approve the minutes dated April 8th, 2024.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is approval of claims for payment.
I'll make a motion to approve the claims for payment for April 8th, 2024.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 I think this should be 4/15. And in my motion
What
to,
would you say?
I said the 8th.
Oh.
It's the 15th.
I'll take a motion for the amendment or a second for the amendment.
Second.
It's been moved and second for the amendment to change it to 4/15/2024. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Now the motion is approval of claims for payment of 4/15/2024.
Taylor? No, Taylor.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is consideration to approve contract for bridge replacement L 5023-7342 D Avenue over the South Fork Iowa River. Taylor went through it all. Everything checked out. We opened the bids last week and
I will make a motion to approve PCI as the contract award winner for L-5023-73-42.
I'll second it.
it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have possible action, comp board recommendation.
Lance, I'd make a motion to approve the compensation board recommendations as presented at the January 16th meeting. And want me to read those off?
Yes, please.
Hardin County Attorney, 0%, Auditor, 3%, Recorder, 3%, Sheriff, 7%, Supervisors, 3%, Treasurer, 3%.
We'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Yeah, so just for public knowledge, the total increase will, if approved, would be $19,029.49. I think that during the conference board meeting, I think that our school board members and our mayors made it very clear through their passing of assessors' wages and salaries that we're in line and we need to stay in line. So I feel good about that. The other thing is this would meet what we've been talking to the rest of our department heads and employees about. Can't say that it's going to be the trend going forward, but House File 718 has really put a damper on the abilities to keep up with COLA, let alone the 5% increase for health insurance benefits as a whole. So those are my comments, Lance.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
BJ,
Aye.
Renee,
Aye.
Lance,
Aye. Motion carries. Next is discuss possible action USDA rural grant application E911.
Morning, Thomas.
Thomas?
Pass on those off since she'll come to me later anyway.
Thank you, Thomas.
All right, so we've been working with MCM Consulting on these grants. This USDA grant is available to any municipality, and the county falls under that. I would like to write this grant for $50,000 to through the county, for the county, but, with it going to complete the radio project for the sheriff walked out.
You just believe.
Oh.
Daryl kicked him out, wanted to see.
To finish the sheriff's radios and to do radios for the EMA. We, looked at the mobile and portable radios, and the FEMSA grant we wrote, only goes to $100,000, and for the rest of it, it's another $50,000 to $100,000, but this 50,000 would go to get mobiles. Finish out the portables for the sheriff, and then get portables for Mackenzie and I, and then get started on the mobiles for in the sheriff's vehicles. So I'd just like permission from you guys to write this with Hardin County as the named entity, and I'll do all the paperwork on it.
Lance, I'd make a motion to grant support for the USDA rural grant application for the E911 out purchasing.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
So as we discussed in the EMS meeting, every community can now apply,
Yes.
can also
So-
apply for this. So
Yes.
now it's really in the city of Union, the city of Whitten, the city of Alden, Buckeye. They all have to do this paperwork too. There's money out there.
Yes,
The probability of it being denied is very low.
yes, so so currently, the current money, from what Jeff talked to the gal that's in charge of this out of Humboldt's USDA office, our local USDA office doesn't handle this. So, currently the money for this year is expended,
Right.
but we're writing so that we have grants ready.
July 1.
No,
October.
they're on federal year, so it'll be
October.
October 1. So it won't be until October that we put this in, but we're gonna start working on the paperwork so we can get. Mackenzie and I are gonna work on the paperwork
Yeah.
for this. And then we'll be able to help the cities get through their paperwork. I've been asked to work with the city clerks in several of the communities already. But I wanna get started on this one so that we know what the paperwork looks like.
Right, you guys will create the boilerplate, the narratives, all that stuff that you and I used to copy and paste in
Yeah.
our Fire Act grant and all
Yep.
that. And so is there a chance that along the way you can update us as to which cities are
Yes.
getting things in?
Yep.
Because I think it's important that this is taxpayer money. You have to jump through a few hoops. It's not as bad as some hoops. But I would prefer to know down the line when something or a community comes up short, I'd like to know if they actually did the work. Because I think it's imperative that when this kind of money is out there, that they're applying for it and later say, well, we didn't know, we didn't have the opportunity. Right here, Mackenzie and Thomas are giving everybody a very equal opportunity and are going to make it as easy for them as possible.
So we had trouble getting a hold of USDA, I'll be honest about that. And I will be going over to Humboldt myself and having a face to face with this person so that we get some details on this. And then we'll work through the grant with her, and then I can work with each of the communities. Mackenzie and I will work on that.
Awesome.
Mackenzie does a better job at it because she's younger and there's more of this. Grant paper. Well, it comes online and it's like, holy cow, some of the stuff that is online. We both sit down and scratch our head sometimes. So,
Thomas, I'm very familiar with that grant application over the years, and I would just use me as a resource if you need it, okay?
perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank
You
you.
guys vote on that.
No,
Not
yeah.
yet.
Okay.
All in
Just wanna
favor,
make sure we get a vote on that.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Next, acknowledge receipt of VA quarterly report.
I will make a motion to approve or to acknowledge the receipt of the VA quarterly report.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next is change of status.
I've got a couple in conservation and just a little caveat. They're more internal transfers than anything, so, but through our documentation process, it will say hired, and so just so it's very, very clear. So the first, I have the hiring of Josh Gaffey as conservation tech at a rate of $43,000 a year. Josh is transferring from Calkins to conservation headquarters effective the 15th of April.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
The second I have is the hiring of Martin Steiner as a park tech at a rate of $17 an hour effective April 15th.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Wes, how many years has he been part-time?
Martin.
Yep,
Well, he's just coming back. He was like on a 3-year hiatus. Brett Lawrence worked for, Martin opened up his restaurant and stuff. Well, he's coming back. He worked for us like 12 years before prior.
So what you're trying to say is the meringue pies will be free flowing at headquarters.
We're hoping he gets.
I can't blame you.
any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
The last I have is actually secondary roads. This is for Carter Lawrence, effective April 8th. He's a truck driver. This is a 25 cent per hour raise after a 6-month probationary period was completed successfully.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Other business.
No, you go.
Thomas, go.
I just want to make, public acknowledgement of our telecommunicators. This is the National Telecommunicator Week. That's our dispatchers over in the, LEC. I think there's 6 or 7 of them over there. They're doing a great job, and, this is the week to recognize them, so.
Good to know.
Don't call them, they'll call you.
Any others?
Yep, Steve and I are here to represent economic development and the Iowa River Trail. And we would like to announce that we've received over $2 million in TAP funds to complete the trail from Eldora to Gifford, Iowa. So that also includes the South Fork Bridge. So we're really excited about this award and look for more information to come.
Awesome.
Great news.
Great news.
So
Any others? Toby?
Lance, I would I know that you have some open lines of communication with Representative Meggers and Senator Sweeney and I was hoping maybe you could contact them to have them come in and discuss the highlights and lowlights of the legislative session that's supposed to end this week. So I wondered if you could reach out to them and have them come into one of our Monday morning meetings here in the next few weeks.
Okay. Let me write it down. Okay, any others? Public comments? No public comments. I can ask for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, we're adjourned.